The night smelled like wet pavement and broken promises. Adrian Cole sat slumped behind the wheel of his battered Corolla, staring at his rideshare app blinking in the dark. Passenger, Evelyn Marks. Pickup, 108 Cedar Lane. Destination, unlisted. Weird. Most passengers entered their destination. No endpoint felt wrong. But then again, Adrian wasn't in a place to be picky. Not tonight. Not after the things he was trying to forget. He tapped accept and pulled out into the thick, breathless night. The house at 108 Cedar Lane wasn't much of a house anymore. It sagged under its own weight, paint peeling, windows shattered. A rotting swing hung from a twisted tree, swaying in a wind Adrian couldn't feel. Under the cracked glow of a dying street lamp stood a woman, small, still, wrapped in a long black coat. Her dark hair fell over her face like a curtain. She made no move to wave him down, only watched him with a patience that unsettled him. Adrian hesitated, thumb hovering over the locks. A voice inside warned him to leave. He ignored it. He always did. He clicked the door open. Evelyn glided into the back seat without a sound. The temperature dropped the moment the door closed. Adrian shivered, forced a cough to break the silence. "Good evening," he said. Her voice, soft and detached, drifted up from the darkness. "Drive." He did. They slid through the streets, city lights smeared by the thick mist settling over everything. Adrian adjusted his mirror to glance at her, but Evelyn barely moved. Her hands folded neatly in her lap, her gaze fixed straight ahead, her expression unreadable. He hated the silence. It reminded him too much of other silences. The kind you don't come back from. "Where are you heading?" he asked, trying to keep his voice light. "I'll tell you when we get closer," she said. "Closer to what?" Adrian shifted uncomfortably. The air in the car felt thicker now, heavier. Like it was pressing against his chest. "You drive to forget," Evelyn said suddenly. Adrian gripped the wheel tighter. His heart kicked against his ribs. "You drive because you can't bear to sit still. Because if you do, you'll have to remember." He forced a chuckle, hollow and dry. "You a therapist or something?" "No," she said. "Just someone who knows." The city blurred past, becoming less and less recognizable. Empty streets. Shuttered windows. The fog thickened until the world shrank to a tunnel of light ahead of them. "You see her, don't you?" Evelyn whispered. "When you close your eyes." Adrian stiffened. "You see Anna," she said. The name hit like a fist to the gut. Anna. His sister. 16 and stubborn. The night she called him, scared and begging for a ride. The night he promised he'd come. The night he chose the bottle instead. The night she died, hit by a driver who never stopped. He closed his eyes briefly, the memory slicing him open anew. "You don't know anything about me," he growled. "I know you carry her last words like chains," Evelyn said. "I know you would give anything to go back." The GPS on his dash flickered, then updated itself. Destination, Cedar Hill Cemetery. Adrian's throat tightened. He stomped the brakes. The car shuddered to a halt beneath a broken street lamp. He turned in his seat. The back seat was empty. The door hadn't opened. The seatbelt still hung limp. The air smelled faintly of lilacs and something older, earthy, decaying. Adrian's heart thundered in his ears. The app blinked again. Still active. Still demanding he move. Hands shaking, he shifted into drive. The cemetery gates loomed ahead, wide open, waiting for him. He coasted forward, tires crunching over gravel. Gravestones leaned crookedly under the cold stars. The fog lapped at the ground like hungry mouths. At the end of the path, the headlights caught a fresh grave. Adrian cut the engine. Silence swallowed him. He stepped out, gravel shifting under his boots, the pendant his sister gave him years ago thumping gently against his chest beneath his jacket. The headstone gleamed under the misty moonlight. Evelyn Marks, 1997 to 2024. Beloved daughter and sister. Lost but never forgotten. At the base of the grave lay a photograph. Two girls, smiling, arms thrown around each other. Anna and Evelyn. The ground tilted beneath him. He stumbled forward. A soft voice floated out of the mist. "You couldn't save me. You couldn't save her." but you can still save yourself." Adrian fell to his knees. For the first time in years, he sobbed. Ugly, broken sobs that ripped out from his chest and bled into the cold night air. He wept for Anna. For Evelyn. For the boy he used to be, the boy who had promised and failed. The fog thickened, wrapped around him like a shroud. When he finally lifted his head, the photograph was gone. In its place, a small silver pendant shaped like an angel glinted in the grass. Adrian reached for it with trembling fingers. It was warm against his palm. Behind him, a soft slam, a car door closing. Turned. Nothing. Only mist and graves. But something inside him shifted, a crack in the ice that had entombed him for so long. He staggered to his feet. The Corolla waited, headlights still cutting weakly through the fog. He slipped back behind the wheel, clutching the angel pendant so tightly his knuckles ached. He didn't start the car immediately. He sat there, feeling the weight of the night, feeling the grief and regret settle deeper into him, but no longer controlling him. He wouldn't run anymore. Not from Anna. Not from himself. He started the engine. The car hummed to life, headlights illuminating the twisted, broken path ahead. He drove through the cemetery gates, gravel hissing under his tires. He didn't look back. Some roads weren't meant to be retraced. Some roads only opened when you finally admitted you'd been lost all along. The pendant swung from the rearview mirror, catching the faint starlight. Adrian drove into the night. Not to escape, not to forget, but to remember, to honor, to listen when no one else had. Far behind him, under the ancient oak, a pale figure watched. Evelyn smiled, a small, bittersweet thing, before fading into the mist. Some rides you didn't survive. Some rides you didn't deserve. But some rides were the ones that saved you. Like, follow and share for more videos like this that dig deeper into hidden truths, stories that's left untouched,